Think journaling's just for writers? Think again. Whether you're new to self care or looking to deepen your self care practice, this video is going to introduce you to journaling, and I guarantee you it's going to be the ultimate start to journaling that you need. I'm going to help you create a customized, life changing journaling practice anyone can do. And be sure to stay around to the end because I'm going to give you a book recommendation and tell you how you can win a copy for free. Please note that there are timestamps in this video to help you better navigate your experience. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach and I specialize in metaphysical techniques for self-care and personal development. But not just that, I really emphasize and recommend self-discovery practices, and one of those is going to be the practice of journaling. Journaling is actually a very general term. You're going to discover throughout this video that there are many types of journaling practices for various different purposes. So journaling is not one size fits all. But let's get started with the first section, why journaling matters. Journaling has many emotional and mental benefits. Perhaps you are someone who's involved in therapy and your therapist said, I think you should journal. Maybe you are someone who's just on your own personal self-care journey and you've heard about journaling, but you don't actually really know what that would look like for you. Journaling can improve your clarity because you could be journaling about your goals. Journaling could be an emotional release because you could be journaling about your day and your troubling experiences so that you're not keeping it all bottled up inside. Journaling can help you reduce stress, whether once again you're talking about writing about your day or whether you're doing some sort of strategic journaling where you are trying to dive deeper into your stressors and use the process of writing to discover other tools that you can learn to help reduce your stress in your life. Journaling is also going to help increase your self-awareness. Personal growth is a big one when it comes to journaling. I would say that there is an entire collection of journaling activities just geared towards goal setting and goal achievement. So if you are on your personal growth journey, whatever that looks like for you, whether you are trying to improve your finances, whether you are trying to improve your relationships, whether you have just personal goals about yourself and things in yourself that you want to develop, maybe you're going through a tough time or an emotional time in life and you are trying to use journaling as a tool to facilitate transformation and positive change in your life. Whatever it looks like for you, journaling can positively be a tool for personal growth. Once you start and develop your journaling practice, it's naturally going to become a journey for you, especially if you get into it and you're like, okay, this is really the thing for me. You're going to go through periods where you do this type of journaling exercise or that type of journaling exercise. You're going to go through periods where, let's be honest, you may withdraw from journaling and not journal at all, and then you pick it back up later on. But over time, you're going to perhaps accumulate journals. And when you go back and review and reflect and revisit, you'll find that your journals, whatever type of technique you use for whatever purpose in your life, it's going to create a collection, a log. It's going to capture your personal evolution and give you records to look back to over a period of time. Okay, let's move on to our second section, and I want to talk about different types of journaling activities. You may still be a bit confused and maybe you're not completely clear on what journaling still looks like for you. So I want to go through a series of different examples of categories, broad categories of journaling, and please note that still within each of these categories you have different activities and different techniques, but just to give you a bit more insight on what journaling could look like for you. The first style of journaling or type of journaling is going to be free writing or stream of consciousness journaling. Now, on my channel already, I believe I have a video called the brain drain journaling exercise, and this is an example of free writing or stream of consciousness, where you're just writing whatever is on your mind, whatever comes to your mind in the moment. Perhaps you're writing about your day, you're writing about stressors, you are planning the day before you. You could be doing this type of journaling in the morning or in the evening, but this type of journaling is going to focus specifically around processing your day's events and reflecting on what's going on in your life experience. So you also have gratitude and appreciation journaling, and I'm gonna come back around to the energy of gratitude and appreciation at the end when I give you my book recommendation. But gratitude and appreciation journaling, I feel like, is its own class of journaling exercises, but utilizing the energy of gratitude and appreciation in your life is major for self-transformation, for shifting your perspective away from negative things towards the positive, especially if you find that you're going through a tough time in life right now. So adopting the energy of gratitude and appreciation into your life is an amazing thing to do, especially for self-care and personal development. And this is something that you could absolutely use journaling for. You also have reflective journaling. So these are going to be journaling exercises and activities that allow you to reflect on your day. Like, for example, the evening review journaling activity, and you will find the tutorial for that journaling exercise here on my channel, HIYERAlignment, in the journaling exercise playlist. But these exercises are great because it gives you a daily way to interact with your journal, as well as to reflect on your day, on what's been going on. Perhaps you use them to track your mood if you suffer with, a mental, emotional health issue. But reflective journaling is another general category of journaling activities. Now, I know you're here learning about different tools and techniques that you can use in order to improve your well-being. But remember, if you're only learning intellectually, but you're not actually practicing, then you won't see those changes. If you want to practice with me, join my group Sacred Sunday Space via Patreon. It's only $15 a month, and we have between 2 and 4 live self-care practices each month. It's no cameras, come as you are, and even though it's a group practice, it's designed to make you feel comfortable and at home in your private sacred space. I personally create and guide you through a well-rounded self-care routine that includes techniques like mindfulness meditation, yoga nidra, breath work, yin yoga, journaling, goal setting, and so much more. You also get access to my mindfulness meditation classes, as well as Patreon exclusive practices and early releases. Now, my personal goal is to get 50 people in my Patreon group before the end of the year. That way, I can personally assist you in making positive transformations and changes in your life. Truly, your support is immensely appreciated. I'll put the link to my Patreon in the description box below. Check it out, and now back to your tutorial. Next, we have goal and intentional journaling. An example of this would be strategy pages. Now, this is a journaling activity that I learned about here from another creator on YouTube, and I have started to create an outline for that video, but I haven't recorded it yet. But once it is up, you definitely want to check it out here in this journaling exercise playlist, because it is great at helping you track long-term goals. But whether you are focused currently in your life on creating new habits, on achieving long-term goals or short-term goals, or even, I often suggest, on your self-care and personal development journey, taking classes or courses or going to seminars and learning new skills and new things, whether you have a journal dedicated to an endeavor like that, journaling is a great tool that you can use to help you track your goals and create forward movement in your life. And then the last type that I would like to also include in this list are going to be what I kind of refer to as self-discovery journals. And these are going to be journals that you can find on the market, pre-created, pre-structured, already written for you. And these are wonderful, especially if you are new to journaling, and perhaps these other types of journaling activities I've suggested seem a bit daunting for you coming up with your own thing to do. But these types of journals are going to be like journaling for Black men, or a journal for young women, perhaps a journal specifically geared towards tapping into your inner creativity or inner child work. I see a lot of them on TikTok, but you'll find these everywhere. So you could also look into an already created journal for you that you just, do. Similar, I would say, to a coloring book, like an activity book like that. Okay, so let me give you some tips on starting a consistent journaling practice. The first thing you're gonna do is pick a style that fits you and your needs and what you are currently going through in life. So I've given you a lot of general categories, perhaps one or two of them stuck out to you more than others. Go ahead and go with that category, then find journaling activities within that specific category which are going to best fit you and your needs. The second thing is going to be setting up time and space. If you've seen my videos on morning routines and evening routines, I talk about this same concept. But giving yourself time and space is literally one of the best keys for consistency. You'll find that often when you are trying to implement new habits, one of the main excuses you will give yourself for not following through is, I don't have the time, I don't know what to do. Giving yourself time and space is literally handling that time portion. So you can say, you know what, I'm going to start doing journaling, and I'm going to do evening journaling every night for 20 minutes in bed. I am starting journaling, so I'm going to do morning journaling every day at 7 a.m. for 15 minutes. Giving yourself these specific parameters is going to help you eliminate excuses and create that consistency. You also want to keep it realistic. If you know that you're not going to have 30-45 minutes to do journaling, don't tell yourself you're going to do it for that long. If you know you're not going to be able to hit a certain goal, it's okay. Keep your journaling practice simple. That way you can adhere to it, and as you grow, as things get easier for you, as you find that you're enjoying the journaling and seeing some benefit, you're probably going to want to do it more often, so you can allow your practice to grow and deepen and shift and change and transform with you. And then the last thing I'm going to say is tools and environment. You already know I love the Peter Pauper Press journals. I get these from Amazon, but you don't have to use this. Use whatever works for you, but have tools and materials that are interesting to you. I like these journals because they're hardbound, gold-lined pages. It gives me an element of luxury, and I like writing, so this is what I use. But you may want to use a spiral notebook. You may want to, do your own thing. Use tools that work for you. I particularly am also interested in crystals. If you don't know, I have a metaphysical shop where I sell crystal jewelry and crystal items. I think I have 3 crystal pins left in stock, so I will tag those in this video in case you are looking for tools to work with on your journaling practice journey. Environment is going to be going along with what I gave you earlier on space and time, but being specific about that environment and making sure that it is conducive for journaling, whether you're going to do that in your room, in the living room, at the dinner table, outside in your garden, on the patio. Being specific about that is going to also help you eliminate excuses and create that consistency, and just make sure that this is an environment that's calm, relaxing, you feel safe and secure, and there's not a lot of external movement going on, not a lot of people coming up to you to talk to you, walking past, so you can have this as time for yourself. Bringing it back around now to the energy of gratitude and appreciation. Remember, I did tell you that I was going to give you a book recommendation. If you are on your self care and personal development journey, I would highly advise getting this book, The Magic. It is the third book in the Secret series, which was or is a lot of people's introduction into the world of law of attraction and manifestation and even self-care. This book has about 28 days of different practices, including journaling practices, for gratitude and appreciation. One thing that I am really trying to do here on Higher Alignment is build community. And you probably already know I have a Patreon group where I have Patreon exclusive practices, guided meditations, journaling exercises, and we also do 2 to 4 live self-care sessions each month. For the next 10 people who join my Patreon at any level, and it starts at just $5 a month, I'm going to send you a copy of The Magic. So I'm going to put the link to my Patreon in the description box below under the resources section, along with links to the other videos and journaling activities that I mentioned in this tutorial. Don't forget that this video is a part of my journaling exercise series, so all of the other videos after this one are going to be different journaling exercises, activities, and tutorials. So make sure to check it out. All the resources, once again, are going to be in the description box below. While you are down there finding what you need, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, in between time, here are 2 more that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.